I outdid my fiance's petty boss. I run a physical therapy clinic and my fiancee Sarah is a lawyer at this big firm downtown. At our engagement party a few months ago, I told some of her coworkers that if they ever needed physical therapy, I'd give them a discount. You know, just being nice. 4 of them ended up becoming regular clients. They come in every week for their back pain and knee issues and whatever else. Then one day I get a booking from Tom. Tom is one of the senior partners at Sarah's firm. And let me tell you, nobody likes this guy. Sarah had warned me about him before. She said he was the kind of person who makes everyone's life miserable just because he can. The second Tom walked into my clinic, I understood exactly what she meant. He spent the entire hour talking about himself, how important he was, how much money he made, how everyone at the firm needed him. But here's the weird part. He was also desperately trying to get me to like him. Like, he kept asking if I was impressed by stuff he did. It was exhausting. After the session, he went to pay and mentioned the discount Sarah's other coworkers got. I just smiled and said, "Oh, that's only for employees, not partners." His face dropped, but he paid full price and left. He kept coming back though. Every couple weeks he'd book another appointment. I stayed professional because that's my job, but man, listening to him talk was painful. 3 weeks ago, he came in and asked how my day was going. I told him one of my other therapists called in sick, so I was covering all their clients too. He goes, "Wow, that must be annoying. Do they need a medical certificate?" I said no. I told him I think requiring medical certificates for being sick is a stupid policy. Like, if someone's sick, I'd rather they just stay home instead of coming in and getting everyone else sick. Tom got this look on his face and said, "Interesting. I'm actually thinking about being more strict with that at the office. Too many people slacking off." I should have known right then what he was planning. A week later, I caught this awful cold. Stuffy nose, cough, the whole thing, and of course I gave it to Sarah. It hit her way worse than it hit me. By Friday, she was so sick she had to work from home. Over the weekend, she just got worse and worse. Sunday night, she could barely stand up without getting dizzy. Monday morning, she texted her boss that she was taking a sick day. Tom emailed her back that same morning, said she needed to provide a medical certificate. This was the first time anyone at that firm had ever been asked for one. Nobody had needed a medical certificate in the 5 years Sarah worked there. It was obvious he was doing this just to mess with her. Here's where it gets good. Tom had a 2 p.m. appointment scheduled with me that same day. I looked at his appointment on my calendar and got an idea. I called Sarah's doctor and booked her an appointment for 2 p.m. Then I called Tom. "Hey Tom, really sorry, but I have to cancel your appointment today. Sarah needs to go to the doctor and she's too dizzy to drive herself, so I have to take her. I'll let you know when I have availability, but I'm completely booked for the next 3 weeks." You could hear him panicking through the phone. He tried to convince me to reschedule Sarah's doctor appointment, said it probably wasn't that serious. I just said, "Nah, better safe than sorry." We hung up. 20 minutes later, Sarah got an email from Tom. It just said, "Actually, the medical certificate isn't necessary. Feel better." She forwarded it to me and we both started laughing. But Tom wasn't done. He texted both of us separately, told Sarah again that she didn't need to go to the doctor or get the certificate, texted me asking if I'd reconsidered canceling his appointment. Sarah replied, "Sorry, I can't cancel now. The doctor has a late cancellation policy and it would be rude." I backed her up and said, "Yeah, she really should go anyway, just to be safe." Tom tried one more time. He called me directly and offered to pay double for the appointment if I'd see him. I told him I physically couldn't. I had other clients booked in those time slots now, which was true. I'd filled his spot within an hour. He ended up having to wait almost a month to get another appointment with me, and suddenly Sarah noticed the medical certificate policy disappeared at her office. Tom never mentioned it again to anyone. The best part? 2 of Sarah's coworkers who get the discount asked me what happened because Tom had been complaining about his back pain in the office. I just smiled and said I wasn't sure. Some people are harder to fit into the schedule than others.